Wendy heard me start to talk and she's talking at you. Can you see her? There she is down there. See her? Wendy, Mama's talking on the phone. So I know nobody's out here yet, but it'll take you a few minutes to get there. And yes, I'm driving. I'm doing it anyways. I'm a few minutes early from my own live stream on Sunday. But guys, I feel so much better. My MS is way more under control. Yeah, I'm blaming it on the MS, all the weirdness that I went through this winter. MS does come with some amount of depression and stuff because your life is affected so much from the fact that, as in all autoimmune diseases, your body stops attacking the diseases and attacks your body. And in the case of people with MS or multiple sclerosis, it particularly attacks the myelin in your brain as well as the spinal column. And so that's why some of the weird stuff happens. Guys, I have not had a chance to set the... I'm going to do it right now real quickly because I'm in a where there's like no traffic. You can see that. I'm going to kind of use both hands and change a couple settings. I want all messages to come up even if I got to go back and look at them. All messages. There we go. I don't want to use my thumb to change the other setting right now because I am driving. I'm already doing stuff. But wow, do I feel better. Some of you guys that have memberships, I'm trying to clean up my Google account and start using the memberships more because, one, I feel better, and two, Chevy Tracker, the weekend of the, I think it's 15th, 16th, something like that. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday camping event, Fort Tuthill Park in Flagstaff, Arizona. I will be there. I will be with the Chevy Tracker. I don't know if I can have stickers before I come, but I my website computer marketing guy, Darren, and see if we can get stickers here in time. I want to have stickers to hand out to y'all. What else do I have? A bunch of stuff to get ready. I borrowed the computer that I traded Stan for work a year ago. It was a Chromebook. I borrowed it this weekend so I could do some extra work at home. I haven't had time to do much. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning messing around with it. But I got a bunch of stuff to straighten out, and I owe C6 Overland a Instagram and Facebook story. I have to see if I can still get into an old program I used to edit videos with, because I took an unboxing gear video when I got that tent, but I need to edit some of the stuff out of it. I think I told you guys on it and stuff, and I told the company I wasn't going to be mad about that, but they better check their quality control. And the guy was like in shock. I had sent him pictures, but he was in shock. He was like, it was a new supplier, and he said heads are going to roll. I'm really upset. So I don't want to put that part of the video out. I want really positive things for them. So, okay. So I know I'm not giving you a lot, just that I'm driving. Uppercase Q's. So do get the location where I can see your comments and your questions. Then I'll speak to the phone. Whoop. You might be getting a glitchy picture because I'm driving, and I'm driving through an area where it's really rural and there could be dead spots. I'm going to... I actually went to the grocery store this morning, got gas. You can see, let me do that. You can see a little bit of me, and put this on the DME and stuff. Looking at new Insta360 camera thing, because it has a really, really long, like, selfie stick. It's not a selfie stick, but whatever. Really, really long stick. So you can hold it up in the air and get shots that are like a drone. I don't want a drone. Please don't send me one. Please don't send me stuff I don't want, guys. I mean, I appreciate gifts and all, but it can be hard. So, I'm going to pull over in a minute. I'm actually driving on 191 South. And, some of you guys were able to see that I got the tailgate table installed in the back. Yes, those are LaCroix flavored drinks in the back. Sometimes I drink them. I like my plain Pellegrino more, but I make sure that the guys that work for me at the cabin have drinks like that. So I'd rather not give them soda. So I keep drinks around for them. What else can I tell you right now? It's not real busy traffic right now. I'm gonna use my thumb. Here we go. Now you can see me, the road in front of me. This is what I'm seeing, guys. Okay? This is not a beautiful spot. A lot of wide open space, right? There's a song in that. I don't know who knows Dixie Chick songs, but they had a song, Wide Open Spaces, room to make her on the stage. She needed new faces, or something. Anyways, so this is out in the general area where my cabin is. We're a little ways away from the cabin. Where am I going? I am actually headed back home after going after some groceries. I was tired enough. Now, MS, some of you who know about the autoimmune disease understand. Some of you don't. But MS comes with a lot of fatigue and tiredness. And I'm getting better again, and I feel like fantastic this morning. But I have had a lot of fatigue in the last few weeks. So like yesterday, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed home all day. I didn't go to the farmer's market. I just stayed completely at home. And I napped and rested. I used to always, well, see, I've changed the way I count Sabbaths now. So I'm trying to use the moon's phases for Sabbath counting. And because of that, it's not always on Saturday. So I'm trying to have my Sabbaths on what may be the more correct day. That's a little challenge. because I don't have a lot of time to like mess around and get it straight. Anyway, but on Sabbath, I try to not use my phone and my screens. I try to take a really good rest day. But yesterday, not being a Sabbath, I even put a movie on for a little while, like in the evening. Okay. I will be stopping pretty soon. I'm going to pull in at the Witchwell Farmers Market site and just sit there. Get a look at that windmill if you can see it. I can't tell if you can see that. We still have windmills in this area. And that one's pumping water right now. Oh, you might not be able to see it. Anyway. Yes, I'm being very, very careful, guys. And I'll show you this. My speedometer is not correct because I have a lift kit and larger tires, okay? So don't get scared by that number. But also, my check engine light's back on. I've been having trouble with the check engine light for a little while. Something about my O2 sensors are not exactly talking to the computer or the electronics quite right or something. We haven't exactly, Stan's trying to figure it out, but we don't exactly have a handle on why that O2 sensor's not communicating well. So anyway, we are Stan asked me the other day if I could afford to get a really expensive, super good O2 sensor because I am so freaking close, guys. This is a big deal. I'm so freaking close to being all the way out of debt. I told him, yes, I can afford to get an expensive O2 sensor. Hopefully that will help. I hope you guys can hear me. I just hit the dirt road. You're watching what I'm watching. Here's Wavy Woo. Sometimes it gets noisy on the dirt roads. But the tailgate table and the door card back there, as I'm working with that, that's getting quieter. And I'm pulling in to the Witchwell Farmers Market site, which now has, so up ahead on the left, you can see the white, that's the church. Here's the farmers market site. I made these signs years ago. They're peeling in the thing. Somebody put up a new free library, little red library thing. And up on the hill is the church. And then right here is that con box is the new Witchwell Community Thrift Store, which is open on Saturdays. And if you ever come in this parking lot, be careful of the holes. The holes in this lot are from prairie dogs, which if I could, there's a prairie dog just stuck his head up right there. Can you probably can't see him right in that hole. Anyways, just watch it if you come in here someday. He's looking at my car. All right, I'm going to put the brake on and turn the engine off, and we're going to sit here and talk. Probably the connection's better. Oh, look, I got to turn it back around. Can I make this big enough? That prairie dog is right in that hole, and he keeps moving his head around. And if you are driving fast and hit one of those holes, it's not really good for your suspension. Can you guys see him? I can't see him well, anyways. I can see his eye. He's just looking at me. But we're just going to sit here for a minute. Okay. Now, let me turn this back around. Ah. Okay. Let me turn it back around. Oh, before I turn it around, I still have the Cascadia 4x4 solar panel on the front. This is still the original one that I put on here with Jeremy helped me with. The reason I have is because the replacement they sent me, because it was under warranty, I had to trade for work because of money. All right, turning this around. Hi guys, I'm back. All right, let me go all the way back and see what's going on. Good morning, Iris. Who's here? Iris. Zainab, good morning. I'm not in the UK. I am in the United States in Arizona. If you guys can use those uppercase Q's to ask questions and stuff. Lisa L, hey! Where am I headed? I'm actually headed home today. I went early to go to the grocery store. Okay. Yes, I still use silver bags. Yes, if you go to American Aero in St. John's, they have silver bags. Okay. Hi, Catherine. No snow. Yes, no snow. The last couple of snows only lasted a short time. It didn't last long. Yep, Zainab's from Pakistan. Um, Rushman and Tucker. I'm not 100% sure whether I how do I say this? You said the Jews have been keeping track of Sabbath and stuff. Yes, but I need to get like an official Jewish calendar, not a Gregorian calendar like we use in the United States. I also got moon charts so I could start to pay attention to the moon phases. And I'm not sure whether ours change as theirs do. But I was aware that this past month was, I don't know if I say it right, but Nissan, and that that the Sabbaths this past month, because of the moon phases, actually most of them landed on Sunday this month. So, yeah. Okay. Lesa. Hi, Lesa. Curious how you handled ticks while car camping. What are your best prevention tips? Haven't found much info, and your experience would be super helpful. Well, first off, because of ticks being very prolific, maybe that's the best way to say it. I will spray a bandana with DEET, and I don't like it. I don't want to breathe it, but I will spray a bandana with DEET. I will tie it around my hair. I will put sprayed bandanas around the ankles of my pants. I stay covered as best as I can. When I lived in Virginia, I didn't I didn't take much care with that. And so I had lots of seed ticks and things over the years. Um, at night, check everywhere, like where you would have elastic or where your socks were around your ankles, stuff like that, around your waistband. And if you find something, pull it out with tweezers, but be careful not to like pop it so that the stuff doesn't go inside you. But the other way besides pulling it out is to either put Vaseline on it or alcohol. They'll back their butts right out because they can't breathe once you put something like that on them. They can't breathe, so they back out, and then you can get them off. Takes a few minutes, but it's sort of like I would check my dogs the same way when I was in Virginia, and when I was hiking it was more like that. Not We don't have many ticks where I am. I can't say we don't have any because I have seen them a couple of times, but not it's kind of rare here. Okay. Hey, Mary. Cool, Mary. Yeah, in Pakistan they make lots of roti, right? And biryani, right? um Leanna, good morning. Leanna, I thought of you a number of times this yesterday and this morning, and I nearly texted you before I started the live, and then I decided to wait. I hope you're feeling okay. For some reason, maybe I'll talk to you later. You don't have to say out here, but do we need to be praying extra for you right now? Beth, hey. Yeah, rain is coming. Yeah. By the way, Catherine, I did not get any of that thunderstorm yesterday. It was south of me. I knew it was happening. Uh, I I can't read your name very good. I think it's Jelena. Um, Uh, if you could use uppercase Q's so I can catch the message as it's going through. We use three uppercase Q's for questions or comments I need to focus on so I can see them as they scroll past. I see that you're asking, where am I from? Apache County, Arizona, the United States. Hey there, homestead and nomads. Donna K, welcome. Thank you. Never thought about doing that. Spraying bandanas, that's a good idea. Thank you. Where I am in PA, I bet they are crawling all over the place. When I hiked on the Appalachian Trail, between the black flies, because it was spring, and the and well, it was raining like crazy, and the ticks. I bought cotton bandanas because I like more natural fibers. By the way, that brings me to something else. I'll come back to it. Don't forget. Um, but I like more natural fibers, so I would buy cotton bandanas, spray them, tie them around my ankles, my wrists if I need, around my sleeve if I needed to, and I would just tie them on the pigtail, on the braid on the back of my hair to try to keep stuff off of me. I didn't even have um a hat with a mask. I mean, with a bug net to hike in. I couldn't afford either one in that moment, but I wouldn't do the Appalachian Trail without it again. Don't forget that you also can get mesh bug screening hoodies as well. If you need them, wear them. That must have been scary, Catherine. I just noticed that. Oh, Donna R. Hi, welcome. I'm seeing names. I have had Lyme's once. There are many different diseases. Now, like 13. I saw that somewhere. And I was watching Dixie. Oh, do I remember her channel name? She goes by Dixie. I can't remember her YouTube channel name, but she's a long distance hiker as well. And she hiked the Appalachian Trail and did a couple of things. And she's had a baby in the last 6 months and is now doing the Arizona Trail. And I always learn stuff from her. You know, I feel like it would be real easy for her and I to sit around a campfire. Um, I got to get back to that subject of natural fibers. I found something. Lisa L. J. They are studying diseases that affect the nervous system, and it's possible that they're from ticks. They're studying that. I think at UOPenn. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to say I was talking in the phone. That's fine. That's fine, Lisa. Yeah, I can imagine it would be nice to not have quite so many problems. I may have gotten Lyme's and don't know it. I probably had Giardia at one time, but I think I've pretty well cleaned my system good. I thought I was needing a parasite cleanse, but I did a couple of things right around the time in the last few weeks when I was doing the prednisone, and I think I got rid of a whole lot of stuff because I got cleaned out. So we'll see. Now I'm working on improving my health by eating things that will have some good bacteria and stuff like that. Um, I want to go back to the natural fiber conversation real quick. Um, because I've been looking again as I'm starting to outfit the tracker again. Okay. I was like, oh, I hate to take the old sleeping bag back in the tracker, but it works and there's nothing wrong with it. So I'll probably will use it. And, I was like, I hate to do this and I don't want to do that. And I've already been through the whole solar thing and tired of it. And what battery pack am I going to use? And I want to keep it simple because if the engine blows again, please no, right? But if something that serious happened again, I don't want to be stuck like I was last time. Okay. And I don't mean anything against anybody that helped me or anything else. Not at all. I just don't want to be in the same kind of situation again. So I believe that what I want to try to do is to have my stuff more travel light and often like I was given years ago. And so I think I'm trying to outfit this more like I would if I was on a long distance hike. So if anything mechanically happened and I had to leave the car, I could pack a bag, a backpack, and just do what I have to do. I could always come back after the car or something, but not be quite as tied to the vehicle, even though I'm doing vehicular travel when I get ready. So Um, I'm, yes, trying to figure out how my diet can be as healthy and natural and inexpensive and can travel well without refrigeration and stuff of that nature and whatever else. Um, so I'm experimenting some more. I got thinking about it the other day that I want to do a little more diet by biblical terms. So I will be here, Wendy. I can take you off. You don't need to be on your seatbelt. Wendy has a seatbelt. I wanted to get the new one. I have misplaced, probably in the cabin, the other part that goes in the seatbelt buckle. But for now, so I just took her off the seatbelt. And Lesa L. Wendy has her, or I think it's you that sent them. Her duck jerkies are her breakfast every morning. She even brought one in the car with her today. But you see in the back, I don't have this, I'm not outfitted yet. I decided I'm not going to use the platform that I had in here before. I'm going to start over with the keeping it simple. And on that note, and looking at things, I love the Zen Bivy bed. Okay. I have been following him and I signed into his website as a member on his website when he first started the website. I mean, like, I think it had been out for 2 days or something. I can't afford, I don't think I can afford one of their Zen Bivy beds. Plus, the fabrics aren't exactly what I want, but that that silly prairie dog is still staring at me in that hole, but he's the same color as the dirt. Anyway, so I don't. So as much as I love Zen Bivy beds, I've not been like asking him for. Lost you for a second. So I don't really know what I want yet. So, but in searching for more natural fibers, I found this company. Their product is called Nomad Heat. And they have a wool sleeping pad and a wool and silk sleeping bag. Wool. Okay, so the insulation in the sleeping bag is wool. The outer part of it, I think, is silk. And maybe the inner part, the part you sleep on, is linen. And I thought, oh man, now that one I might talk to the company about because that one's like super. Why did the word super rad just go through my mind? Okay, super cool. Anyway, so I don't know. Am I seeing somebody from Korea on here? I haven't been really watching you guys for cues. Okay, here we go. Leanna, yes, Lesa, I would appreciate prayers very much. I really want a definitive diagnosis. 2 doctors have said cancer, but has metastasized to my spine. No one has given me the place where it originated. Lesa L. What are the most important tools that you carry in your car in case of an emergency so that you can possibly get yourself back on the road? Okay. First, Leanna, everybody pray for her. They have said cancer, but I know that for a while she wondered if she had MS as well. So I think there's a lot of unknowns with her health. And so please pray for clarity and for the doctors to be kind and gentle with her as and thorough and actually find her information so she can get healthier and help us to help her with her whatever has to happen. I mean, let's anyways. We don't know what's we're being asked for, so just pray for her, please. And Lesa, most important tools that I carry in my car in case of an emergency. Well, y'all know that I have health issues. So, first off, a first aid kit that is specifically designed for me and my problems. That's my number one emergency because I have so many allergies and bizarre things with my health. Okay. So, in my specialized emergency kit that's for me, not just a kit that's in my car in case I run across an accident or something, but the part that's for me. In there, I have electrolytes, I have salt tablets, I have instant coffee sticks. It can help you get rid of an allergic reaction if you put it under your tongue, some instant coffee. Sometimes I have a couple of really good organic coffee beans in there to chew on. I have Leuko tape in case I'm walking and I start to get blisters or something. But I try not to have, I also have Benadryl, but I don't like to take Benadryl. I always make sure that I have band-aids and stuff like that, but that's like normal first aid kit. I try to always have some kind of a snack or food in that first aid. But that little first aid kit, hang on, is in my everyday bag, which, by the way, I need to change my everyday bag now that I have the tracker back. Whoops. Oh, how far away did it go, Wendy? There it is. Okay. This is my personal everyday first aid kit. And this, for my health, has the things that I know I need to be okay. There's Afterbite, which is ammonia. There are alcohol wipes. There are, little first aid things. A couple of, I would hike with this. I would do anything with this. But it's mostly because in this red bag, these little bags cost about $5. I thought about if I was at events, I could bring a few for giveaways or for somebody to pick up. They're just empty little bags and you put your own stuff in them. And so I can't use ibuprofen and I can't use Aleve or any of those things. So I try to have some natural stuff in here. If I'm in pain, I'm just going to have to suck it up and get through it. I also, now you asked me about things tools that I use in order to maybe get myself back on the road. I always have a small toolkit that I can't quite show you because I'm still debating how I'm going to change the toolkit. I would like to have a toolkit that was specific to my tracker with the right size metric tools that had, how some of the toolkits for cars have a case and the case has a place where every tool lives? I want a case like that because if somebody helps me, I could see quickly if there was a tool missing. And if I have my own stuff, I don't know when something's missing. I don't see where I'm going to have that yet, but I always have a small set of wrenches, screwdrivers with extra tips. I actually have a couple of different, like I have this little stubby screwdriver that's a ratchet screwdriver. I even have a drill bit that goes with that. I have this other handle thing that takes you can put a hacksaw blade in it. You can put a blade from a sawzall in it. You can put screwdriver bits in it. It has a short screwdriver piece, an extension to make it long. Anyways, and then the bits and stuff that go with that. I have one of those weird little wrench things that has all the little pieces of metal inside of it, so that when you push it on a nut or something, it just conforms to the shape of the nut, so you don't have to have a specific size. I have one of those. We've used it in an emergency before. Not on my car, but on somebody else's. So I have a few of those. So it's a small kit. What I'm looking to do this time is I think I want to do a tool roll. And it should have a small hammer and everything. I have a multi-tool that I keep in here, but I want to have that small tool roll under my driver's seat. Part of the reason I want it under there, my seats being from 1998 have an airplane wire that is part of the mechanism that makes them work, for making them go forward and backward and whatever. And so I have to be careful how I pack under my seats, because it's not like some of y'all's electronic seats where you have a big open cavity. I got to be careful that that big airplane wire that goes diagonally under my seats doesn't catch on something. So anyway, I always have my recovery tracks. I chose to go with Go Treads for a number of reasons. One, the space in my vehicle to carry like Max Track style recovery tracks. I have had to dig mine out and get people unstuck from the mud off the beach with the sand. So I need them easily accessible. I'm not exactly sure how I'm carrying them, but Mary said something about they'll fit in. Look, I was just at Dollar General. She said, I bet they'll fit in 2-gallon zipper bags. They had some for $1. So, or $1.25. So I bought some. Anyways, right now they're just under my, right now they're just individually under my seats. One under my seat, one under the passenger seat. But the Go Treads fold up smaller, and you can use them for leveling your rig. And you can add or subtract sections from them to make them fit your situation or your vehicle better. So and Go Treads, they're a company that I've known for years. Do I remember? I've been dealing with Overland Expo since before this. That was 21. I was actually at some before and didn't get the patches. So I knew Go Treads from Overland Expos, and the owner of the company was there, and one year said, don't you have Go Treads yet? And I was like, no. He goes, you should have them with your tracker. You should have them. And I was like, well, do you have a little set? Because I'm starting to look at the little tiny recovery tracks. And he said, honey, you don't want the little tiny ones. your rig's so capable. If you get stuck, you need to go a little further distance. So I want you to have regular length. And we talked about it. And they gave me the gift of a set. I had to pick a color, and I picked green, bright green. So that's what I've got. And so for now, I'm going to put them in the zipper bags like Mary suggested last week. And then I'll talk to the company when I get to Expo. We haven't talked about Expo yet, but let me keep going with this. Possibly getting myself back on the road. So I have a few tools. Wrenches are important, that they're the size that fit your vehicle. So you don't need a great big toolbox unless you're a big mechanic and you want to help other people. But you need, if your vehicle's metric based, you need the metric. And if your vehicle is, I forgot what's the other, regular, whatever the other thing is, then you need that kind of wrenches, screwdrivers with different tips. You might need a Phillips head. You need a flat head. You might need something you can pry with. I always try to have something like a knife or something that's in here. I even have kitchen scissors or work scissors, because zip ties. Oh, I always have zip ties, Gorilla Tape. I try to have super glue. Super glue also. I have a teeny tiny super glue in here in case you cut yourself. You can glue your hand back together. Super glue's great for, for all kinds of things. But super glue, zip ties, duct tape, Leuco tape. Leuco tape is more for your body. Oh, I've been learning how to air up and down my tires, but a tracker's different than a lot of other vehicles. It's really easy to pop a bead on a tire on a tracker, and you don't want to pop beads out in the wild. That's not fun. I keep a tire repair kit with the thing like the needle thing that you can patch a tire with a piece of rubber. I keep one of those in here. I also keep a thing that cleans battery posts in here. But I've never patched a tire. There's always been somebody around when the tire needed patching. So I should practice that. I can change a tire. I've never had to jack my own vehicle up in a long, long time. I need to practice. That's true. I really do. I've taken the tire off so somebody could put it on, done stuff like that. But I always have those things in the vehicle. Now, if the engine blew again like it did a couple years ago, I would not try to carry all those things with me. I would lock the vehicle up. I would try to leave it in a safe place. I would pray about it. And I would take my important things that would fit in my go bag, and I would walk away. Well, make a plan, right? Because I had a couple of people that could have come to get me last winter and taken me to Quartzsite, but they could only take me in one bag because they were loaded. And so I couldn't leave a $300 refrigerator and all these other things that I had in the car and just walk away. I was too scared. And so I don't want to put myself in that same situation again. All right. I always have quite a bit of water with me. Y'all know I like to drink Pellegrino. Something about the bubbly mineral water I like. So I prefer it in glass bottles. That's a lot of trash. It's a thing, but I do like it better that way. So I often have Pellegrino with me. I'm not doing well with vegetables yet. I am doing better. Sorry, I put my hand in front of the the camera. I am doing better with my medicine things, like sometimes I can have some onion, cilantro. Oh, I forgot to buy, I meant to buy fresh cilantro and I forgot it. I'm doing a little better with some of those things. Those are medicine plants. Anyways, I'm doing a little better with those things. Uh, I don't know. How am I doing on that? Always bungees, always some kind of um, tarp is in here, even if it's a super ultra lightweight thin hiker's tarp. There's always some kind of tarp. There's always some kind of I always have cold weather clothes. I always have warm weather clothes. Um, there's always extra plastic bags. Doesn't sound like a tool, but you never know what you're going to need. I always have silver bags for food, ice, whatever you don't expect. Uh, I don't know. How am I doing? Flashlight. Always flashlight. Now, I have a headlamp. I have a hiking headlamp. I have an old night nightlight. No. Anyways, I have a really good hiking headlamp. Ultra lightweight, rechargeable, has a red light on it, has a whole mess of different settings, is super bright, whatever. Love my headlamp. Use it almost every night. Um I don't know what else. Don't That's okay, that's what I got for now. Okay, hunting for more uppercase Q's. Um this Asian, hi Korea. I can't read your Korean, but hi and welcome. Sammy, welcome. I see your name. I don't know you. If you want me to comment on your stuff or you have a question, please put three uppercase Q's so I can see it quick as I'm kind of going off. Um, I try to encourage people to just, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your disability, it doesn't matter whatever. If you need to have an adventure, or I believe we're healthier outdoors than we are inside, but get out and have an adventure. Take whatever got thrown at you, whatever life curveball hit you upside the head the last time, in a literal sense. Take that and turn it into an adventure, because it's easier to deal with the adventure than to deal with it being horrible. And I'm not always a good example of that. Over this winter, y'all have seen me cry and be upset and, make stupid mistakes in a text message to somebody I really care about, and then them not talk to me anymore. And you've seen all kinds of things over the years, but I still just try to keep going. I'm not dead yet, so let's just get back up and keep doing the next thing that's in front of me. And I feel blessed with y'all on Sundays. I feel blessed with my tracker, the people I know, the mechanics I know, and that I can keep doing the things I'm doing. Uh, I'm hunting for uppercase Q's, guys. Please put uppercase Q's in front of all questions and comments for me to see and read. Yes, because otherwise it's so much. I just keep going. Here's some more. Lesa L. My Forerunner is metric. Amazon sells a smaller kit, just metric. It's small. I also got an adjustable wrench, portable battery charger, and a portable air compressor. Yes. Oh, that's right. When I go on a trip, I take my portable air compressor with me. I didn't get one for the car yet. What I have, because this is a tracker. Oh, I started to tell you this and I forgot to finish. So I have a set of these things that screw on your valve stems, and you screw one, you set it to the air pressure you want in your tires, screw it on, and then you go to the next tire and do the same thing with the next one and screw it on. By the time you do all 4 tires, the first one will have stopped and you take it off. And your tire will be at the air pressure PSI that you want it to be at. I have a set of those. And I also I have to carry my drill, cordless Black & Decker drill with me because the drill handle, I have Black & Decker Matrix set. It's sold in other countries still and in Mexico, and you can get it off of Amazon, but they don't market it as big in stores here in the United States. But the Matrix is still being made. I have the Matrix, so the handle of the drill is the motor that runs lots of other things. And I have the air compressor that goes on that. So for now, I will travel with that. And the charger for the drill handle. For now. It's a good thing. It works fine for my tracker. It wouldn't probably work for a heavier vehicle very well, but I don't need much air pressure change because in trackers, you all probably already know that you don't look at the PSIs on the tire itself. You look at the PSIs on the door sticker of the vehicle. And so you want your tire pressure to be more similar to what's on the door sticker than you do on what's on the tire. So on trackers, you don't want them very low because there's not very much air in them to start with. So if you take the tire pressure down too low for like driving on a beach or something like that, you can pop the bead on a tracker. So you don't do that as much as people with things like Jeeps or trucks or whatever in the overland world. So I had to learn how to do it. I don't love putting air in tires, but I do it. So I have a air compressor. I think it's a Vevor. I don't remember, in my wish list, but I don't have one in the tracker yet. I also have seen that some of the new battery pack jump starters that are littler and rechargeable that you can put in your glove box, one of those brands also includes an air compressor thing. And so they're nice, but I don't currently have that. I try not to travel long distances where I would be so alone for hours and hours and hours without help. I try to be careful of that right now because I'm not mechanically minded. If you could see me trying to do some things, I am not mechanically minded. Let me double check something. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Sorry. It was my fault. I forgot I didn't let Jess know where I was. And I saw a text. So let me go back just a little. Okay. So, forerunner is metric, adjustable range. Yeah. Don't want to be stuck out when it's minus 12 here. No, I totally understand. Me either. Oh, another, it's not a tool exactly, but hot hands. Those little hot hands packs, or the ones for your shoes, your mittens, your back. I put a bunch of those in vehicles, and they travel in my backpack when yes, hot hands, have them around just in case. Um, I'm trying to do everything to, excuse me. I'm trying to do everything to keep the inflammation down in my body so that I can stay as healthy as possible. Um, oh, and I got I got one of these little tiny phone charger solar panel things. It's in the car. It's in a door pocket. If I needed it, I could use it. I don't charge my phone with it very often. Uppercase Q's. Where are we here? I saw a yellow thing, but I didn't notice what it was. Don't want to be stuck out. I already saw that one. Okay. Lesa, you also have family. Yes, but not with me. My children are adults. They live in other states. And my parents have passed away. And my brothers and sisters are scattered on the East Coast, and most of them don't talk to me. How do I break my lug nuts loose? Well, I haven't had much trouble. But if they're really, really stuck, I will put the lug nut handle pointing up a little this direction. I will stick my foot. How do I show you this? Pretend my thumb is my foot on it like this, on the lug nut wrench like this, and press my toes forward. That way, if it comes off, it's flying away from me. And I will push on it a little bit with my foot if I'm having trouble with it. Your lug nuts shouldn't be so tight. Every vehicle has a torque spec for your lug nuts. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Know it when you go to a tire shop so that you can tell the tire shop what torque you want your lug nuts at. I can look up lug nut torque specs on the program at work, and we've started doing that at the shop. They should only be so many foot-pounds of pressure. I don't know the number for mine off the top of my head, but it should be in your toolkit or glove box along with this is the important stuff about my car, right? Oh, and I always, I should make these up again. Always, have a emergency card in my wallet, which is on me, as well as in my glove box. And on that are the 5 to 10 most important people's phone numbers. Doctor, now my son, right? My emergency contact, any health issue things that would need to be considered in an emergency situation in both places in case I can't speak. I used to give those out as well. The second one is not the first. Korean second is, I don't know. Okay. Sammy, Q, 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 Q. Okay, Sammy, I see you. Hi. Thank you. Sammy, Q, Q, Qs. Okay. Donna K. Have to leave now. Have a good week. You too, Donna K. Please keep me in your prayers. We will, Donna Kay. Uh, Beth. Oh, Lesa, thank you again. Thank you, Lesa. Write us a book. I may. Um, I may. I haven't even told you guys about Expo yet. Oh, Beth. Yay. Okay. Well, yeah, we may have to start working together more, Beth. Uppercase Q's, lots of smileys and whatevers. Yeah, the buffering. I'm sorry. I had to answer that text real quick. Um, Uppercase Q's. Who's this? Beth. My daughter just sent me a USB rechargeable hand warmer. Haven't had the chance to use it yet. I've seen them. Yeah, I haven't used those either. Uppercase Q's. Beth again. I have rechargeable hand warmer. Very nice. Cool. Okay, I think I got to the end of the current messages. I need to drive the rest of the way home, but I don't want to tell you guys where I live exactly. So, no offense to anybody, but I'm going to go in a couple of minutes. So, plus the fact that I have some frozen groceries down here, especially this, which is salmon, and it's starting to thaw out. It's not really hot, but I'll cook the piece right away. I love that cooler I got, that Ninja cooler. I love that thing. I could put so freaking much block ice in there. It's incredible. Or ice. I just love that cooler. I did see, by the way, Beth, that they now are making a 30 quart with a handle and wheels, and the wheels are on the back, so you open the lid and the lid folds up against the handle. So an up and down handle, a retractable handle. But hey, I could tell the company that, hey, I bought it like the week before you came out with this, or the month before you came out with this. What can we do about this? I just love that cooler to pieces. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just saying that has been a game changer for me. Haven't used it in the tracker yet. No. Okay. May events. Woohoo! May events. I just found out. I will be at Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona, the weekend of the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, whatever that is. If I go to try to look again, I will. Wait. I will. Wait a minute. Maybe I have my book with me. My other book with me. It's right here. Hold on. Maybe I actually have the date in another place. Hold on. Because I didn't want to be wrong with telling you what the actual date is. It is... Nope. Another page. The Friday, the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th of May. Overland Expo West in Flagstaff. I will be there. I already took the day off, the 16th. I'm debating whether I'm taking a half a day on Thursday. I am not teaching a class. I am not technically speaking. I will be there. I will be monitoring some classes for the company. And the reason they hadn't said anything until a couple days ago was because they were hoping somebody was going to cancel for being in the showcase. If a vehicle is canceled, then I will be in the showcase area with everybody else, showing off the tracker. If they can't, then I won't. But I will be there on site. I only have 2 weeks to get ready, guys. I don't have a way to carry the C6 tent with me. I will contact Dave is my contact at C6. I will be contacting him to try and see if there's a way that I can take the C6 tent with me. If I can't, then car camping like I have done in the past. So, woohoo. Other events, the weekend following that, am I right? Whoops, I didn't look at it. The weekend following that, I believe, is Zuki Palooza. That is around the Cottonwood area. It is put on by Zooks of Arizona. Yes, it is the following week, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. And I am hoping to be there for that. I did not register a campsite. I don't know if I can get a campsite in Cottonwood, but I know where to camp for free, although it's not nice camping in that area anymore. But I know some places I can. They do have trail runs for Suzuki's and anybody else. There are people that come that have Jeeps. We might see Sun Roamer Overland. I'm not sure. He will be in Flagstaff. I'm just not sure if he's doing Zuki Palooza. He started off in a Samurai years ago and then moved up to his Toyota, which is now a 4-wheel drive, and he has a website. And his dog, Miss Lily, is the same kind of dog Wendy is. They haven't met each other yet. So we'll have to see how that goes. But guys, it's time for me to drive home. Jess is on his way to my house to talk to me and to, we got to do some work at the cabin. I'm saying at home, at the cabin. So I can let you see a little bit more, but that's it. Okay? Because I do have to protect my own privacy and health. So we're on the dirt road. I forgot to put Wendy's seatbelt on, but she knows on the dirt road if she's doesn't have the seatbelt, it's okay. The church at which, well, this is about all we have left for landmarks now. We don't have any more landmarks. I designed that cross up on the top of the church. Whoops. Can you see the building? There it is. All right. I'm trying a one-hand drive, but it is dirt road. So I'll go up here a little bit more, and then we're going to say goodbye. All right? And yes, it gets a little bumpy. I'm not going fast enough for it to not be bumpy. You kind of go, there's a thing. You drive really slow, it's horribly bumpy. You go a little bit faster, it's not so bad. But if you go too fast, then your vehicle can start fishtailing. That's not good. And yes, I love teaching that class I used to teach. And we will bring that class back. That was overlanding and nomading for geezers and fraidy cats. It's a fun class. But it's very rural out here. Y'all know I have more real trees than most of this stuff you see it. This side of the road, the right side, is all Navajo Nation fence line. That's the south boundary of the Navajo Nation. Technically, it's called the Woodlot. And there's a couple more dead spots on my way home. So, first off, this is as far as I'm going to take you with the camera pointed where you can see. All right? Now I'm turning the camera back around. And if you want to talk to me, that's cool. Let's see. I can't see upper trees while I'm driving. But y'all can talk to each other until I lose you. And then we'll come back next week, Sunday morning, same bat time, same bat channel. So 9:30 Arizona time in the United States on Sunday mornings is our normal live stream visiting time. Yeah, y'all come back, bring your questions and your comments. Please remember when you're driving on dirt roads not to do what this guy's doing ahead of me. He's driving right at me. Okay, he moved over. He was driving in the middle of the dirt road. The dirt road is 2 cars wide. Drive on your side. Just because you think, if you don't ever drive on your side of the road, you'll never get it packed down enough so that there'll really be 2 lanes. So stay on your side, and especially when you come up over the top of a hill. That's a real problem when I come up over the top of a hill and somebody's in my lane, you know, especially when they got a big, honking big, lifted pickup truck. That's scary. So we are gonna do more, guys. 2 weeks. I gotta get this rig ready. I gotta get my website and my stickers ready. I gotta get a couple of videos out. I gotta talk to Dave about that tent. I don't have a way to carry it on top of the roof right now. And a 3-hour drive on I-40 with that tent, I don't know how I can do it for this event.